on that. You want to speak to that a little bit?
Oh, definitely. When your child turns 18, and I think a lot of us parents realize this when they go off to college, that, all their information becomes private. You no longer have any access to it. You can't get a grade from a school, even though you're paying the tuition and doing all of that. You can't make decisions regarding their health. I couldn't even talk to the insurance company that I was paying on behalf of my son's medical coverage after he turned age 18 without what we call a HIPAA authorization. And that's a federal law that protects all of our medical information, keeps it private, only allows it to be disclosed to those that we choose to have it. This applies to everyone after age 18. Wow. My experience that medical providers and insurance companies are the most rigorous and actually upholding this law. Well, first of all, I think it's good to know where things are. Yes. And so gathering some essential documents regarding maybe the property that they own, looking at insurance. I think that's one of the things that families fail to do. And I'm talking about not life insurance or things of that sort, but more things like just making sure the property is covered properly. Is insurance adequate to actually protect the property in case of fire, earthquake, or something like that? We find a lot of elders kind of neglect that over time. Yep. They neglect the condition of their property over time. So, being aware, being attentive to your parent has got to be one of the most valuable pieces of advice that I can give anyone here. So much drama, so much loss occurs when we're not attentive to our parent. And that means knowing what's going on in their life, knowing who's in their life, knowing what medications they take, making sure that they are seeing their doctor, that their nutrition is good, that someone's not abusing our parent financially or otherwise, which can actually happen amongst family members that are going by, having checks cashed, having people make mortgages on their homes. All of these things you would only discover by being there in the life of your parent. So those are, I think, emotionally the things that I think a lot of people don't want to get involved with. They don't want to take on all of that responsibility, which is a lot of emotional responsibility. But I actually lived through that, Toni and Carla. My mother lived to be 96. I was very blessed. I had a long living, healthy parent. But from the time she was 86 to 96, I cared for her. Yeah. And I had to take that day-to-day responsibility. And you know what? I sleep at night. I sleep at night because I know I was there for my mother, and I went through all the ups and downs of an elderly parent. Yeah. But that's one of the things that inspired me to be an elder law and estate planning attorney is my personal experience with my mom. So when you take on those challenges that our elderly parents we face with them, you will be able to sleep at night when they're gone because you did the right thing. You didn't neglect them and they weren't victimized by someone. And legal documents such as trusts and wills can provide that. A lot of my grandparents, for instance, want to provide college incentive trusts to their grandchildren. It was their legacy. It was their value of education. And whether it be the grandchildren, great-grandchildren, or maybe through a charitable organization like their church or some other organization, they want to provide that kind of incentive to young people, family and outside of their family. So yes, it's not all about stuff. It's far from being about stuff. Yeah. It's really about the love we leave behind that radiates beyond us through our family for centuries, if we've done it right.
That's absolutely right. That's beautiful.